Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. Hey, come and join the family by hitting that like, subscribe, and that notification bell as we dig into what's going on in the market today, which there's a lot going on, okay? Hopefully everybody saw my Saturday video where I announced that my dad does not have pancreatic cancer. He has lymphoma. Okay, but it's still serious, stage 4. But there is better news, and I'll keep you guys posted. Let's get right into it. I am happy. I'm more thankful than I'm coming across. Okay, for you guys' support and prayers. Listen, OpenAI turns to Amazon in $38 billion cloud service deal after restructuring. $38 billion. What a number. Okay, so what's going on with that? Amazon shares hit an all-time high on OpenAI deal. OpenAI will secure access to hundreds of thousands of Nvidia chips under deal. See that? And ChatGPT creator plans to spend around 1.4 trillion on computer resources. Man, this guy, the CEO, there's an interview with him today. He's very, very, very bullish. He's very defensive if you question his ability. And it's crazy how him and Elon, used to work together, and the way that their attitudes are. They think different. I mean, you can't take away what they have done. Look at Amazon at the time of recording this, up 4%. Okay, let's go there, up 4.38%. This is Amazon. So for Amazon to be up that much is pretty hefty, good people. This is not a small cap stock. This is a massive $5 trillion company. Okay. All right. So now let's look at what else is going on. Not Amazon. Amazon's not the $5 trillion company. Nvidia is. All right. Let's get that straight. So Nvidia, let's see. Nvidia is up 2% today. These are two massive companies, but Amazon is one that you guys know that I thought was a underperformer that we just been buying and holding. And I've been long on Amazon and Microsoft, those are the type of companies that they'll hit a plateau and you think they can't grow anymore. Just like Amazon, people thought, okay, it can't grow anymore, and it keeps growing. Big companies always looking to do big deals. Okay, so what else do we have going here? We got the S&P 500 rise to the start of November, pushing higher by Amazon and others. AI leaders, we got that, right? So the entire market is being pushed up. So I'm going to talk about a few things, but I found an interesting commentary on CNBC about the power sources that we need to power all of this AI to come, and the AI that is here now. Now, remember, I talked to a lot of the CEOs of these Bitcoin mining companies. For those of you that are still hungry for Bitcoin miners, or you're holding them, I want you to listen to this commentary. Now, me personally, I don't have any. I made a ton of money from them. At some point, I may get back in. But remember, you can only juggle so many stock at one time, and I have my hands full. That's the only reason why. But please give this a listen.
Now, according to the latest note from Morgan Stanley strategist Stephen Bird, we are likely about 49 gigawatts or so of power short to make all these AI dreams happen. Now, gigawatts can be confusing. Very, very, very roughly, 1 gigawatt is about 750,000 American homes worth of power. So we're kind of talking about 40 million homes equivalent worth of electricity. That would be enough to basically power 3 times all the homes in Texas. So how do we hit that supply, and what companies may ultimately benefit? Stephen Bird joining us now. He is a must read. You've made me sound like I actually know what I'm talking about, Stephen. So I appreciate you and your entire team. Did we lay it out okay? I mean, how much power are we really talking about being short right now?
Yeah, it is a huge amount. It is hard to think about gigawatts, but you have the math exactly right. What I'm encouraged about is in that issue, new opportunities are coming to the fore. So, for example, some really creative ways to provide that power much more quickly than the traditional grid approach. So, for example, natural gas turbines, fuel cells will be a big part of the solution, siting at nuclear power plants, and then recently Bitcoin conversions, where you take all that power that these Bitcoin sites use and repurpose those as hosting HPC data centers. The economic arbitrage, it's really exciting on everything I just mentioned. And the value to the AI community to providing power more quickly is quite massive when you put on the lens of a power person.
Yeah. These people bought these power plants for Bitcoin mining largely. Bitcoin mining takes a huge amount of power, but it's a pimple on the back of AI. And so now they're sitting on these power sources where it's like suddenly you had something nobody wanted, and now 10 years, everybody wants it, right? And you can sort of kind of name your own price.
That's exactly right. I mean, frankly, no one saw this coming, but we started to write about this last April of 2024. We described how these Bitcoin companies could repurpose their sites as data center hosts. And at the time, none of these deals had occurred. At that time, those stocks are trading at a metric that no one in Bitcoin land cared about at the time. They really should care about, which is the enterprise value divided by the watts of power they had.
We knew about it, good people, because we talked to the CEO of these Bitcoin mining companies, CEOs, on last year, and they were already talking about these data centers and conversions. Just go to the CEO tabs, and you could see multiple Bitcoin mining CEOs talking about conversions and using their data centers to power AI. All right. So let's just talk about what's going on in crypto. That was for those of you that are still holding some of these. I know Iron has done a deal, and you have a lot of these. CoreWeave's deal kind of fell apart, but some of these are still showing a lot of promise. All right. So let's just talk about crypto for a minute. We could see here crypto news, why crypto market is down today on November 3rd. Crypto market tanks as a 400 million in liquidations follow Fed's hawkish remarks. So we are getting liquidated. And then we have, of course, the over leveraged plays that are getting liquidated. Now, when the Fed made that comment, that was after that massive liquidation and the whale that was doing the put. So crypto has gotten a 1, 2, 3 punch and never recovered from the first punch, good people. And so this is just another thing that's compounding on top. Look, Bitcoin for the last 7 days is now 7% under 110, right? It keeps finding resistance now at 110 right off the top of my mind. Then look at the 7-day with Ethereum, 13% down, along with XRP, 13% down. Solana, 17% down. It's just bad, okay? Bad. Let me look here. This is not going to surprise me. Actually, I am surprised because I would expect this fear and greed index to go down even further. Let's see if we can find out how long Bitcoin holders are holding their Bitcoin. So draw your attention here, Trade Insights, 82% buy ratio, or should I say buyer ratio. So we have buyers at 89K, representing 33.59%, and sellers at 23,000 sellers, okay, at 30.26%. Okay, so we still have more buyers than sellers, though it's going down because of the liquidations. And I get it, good people. You just want to know, is it over? Could someone just give us a solid answer? Well, I can't give you a solid answer, and no one can. So I want you to be careful in asking that question. Now, it is a high risk asset. All crypto is, but I just can let you know that I'm holding. And this is a tough one. I've said before, this is going to be the toughest year to decide whether to hold, sell, or buy, right? But I'm in it long. Here's what I will tell you about crypto. And I'm going to have some more guests on. I'm going to search for some more guests. And we're going to have probably an hour just talk all about crypto. But listen, I'm in it long. And I've told you guys again and again that I'm 80% Bitcoin and then mostly in layer ones. And then, of course, I have some meme coins. Now, if you got meme coins and you held and you did not set a stop loss, you are seeing a bloodbath with your meme coins. I get it. But is it over? No, it's not over yet. I don't believe. Now, anything I say, these are not facts. This is just what I believe. This is for educational purposes only. Anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell. And please do not fall for spam in the comments section because I'm talking about crypto. Here's what I do know is that I'm in it long and I'm 80% Bitcoin. And then from Bitcoin, I go to Ethereum, and from Ethereum, I go to the alts. I have consistently come on here and told you guys that I'm not chasing the hype this round. I'm not chasing XRP to $100 in any of that. Though I will tell you that I am going to continue to DCA in XRP because of the realistic stories, not the fluff that all of these knuckleheads been pumping and pumping and pumping, but the real underlying asset. I believe that XRP will be strong, but it's going to take some years. And like I said, it won't hit $100 this year. That's all I've been saying. I didn't say it will never. I just said it won't hit it this year. And I've been straight with you guys because I want you to make money. Okay? So I'm going to leave it right there. But I'm going to play this, and I'm giving you guys a lot in this. This will be time stamped. There was a gentleman that came to me, and I want him to talk. We're going to play this. I want him to bless you with what he says, and then we will come back and end the show. Okay? Hey, this is just impromptu. This is my man Lewis. He just found me today, and I'm going to let him give his own testimony. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just talking to Mr. Larry Jones. I was thanking him, Stocks with Josh, Keenan Grace, Chris Sane, all those guys. Because of him and their videos, I was able to, me and my wife, able to wipe out $30,000 in debt.
$30,000 in debt in what period of time?
In less than a year. So in less than a year, we were able to wipe out all that debt through trading, crypto, watching you guys' videos, your tutelage on, wealth building and things of that nature. So I just want to say thank you to all you guys, especially my man right here, Larry Jones.
Hey, that's it, good people. So we are going to concentrate on building wealth, but also wiping out debt. If you don't mind me asking, how young are you?
35.
35. So you're 35 and you wiped out $30,000 with debt. Tell the people the conversation that you had with your wife, and then just a ballpark course of action that you guys took.
Okay, so we had a conversation about this January, actually. And we were like, credit card debt, medical, things of that nature, car payments, all that stuff going on. And I say I've seen this guy online on YouTube, and he's stocks up with Larry Jones. So I started watching his videos, and then YouTube, pointed me in the direction of, Stocks with Josh and Chris Sane and Keenan Grace and all those guys. And so it was just a conversation of, I think I'm gonna give this a try. I'm gonna step out on faith, give this a try. Like I trust these guys, like they know what they're talking about. I know a little bit about stocks, but not a whole lot, but I can learn from these guys watching their videos. And so that was the conversation that we had. Took his leap of faith, stepped out, and now here we are.
There you go. There you go. So now you guys had a conversation, you and your wife, like sitting down at the kitchen table, so to speak, and you said, hey, we're going to tackle this debt. Did you pull back on your spending? Did you?
Oh, yeah.
Did you? So just talk about that, because that's what's really going to help people.
Okay, so we did a lot of cutbacks as far as like going over our accounts, looking at wasteful spending as far as things like going out to eat, buying unnecessary things that we didn't need, and just grabbing a hold of what are we going to tackle first. So first thing we did was tackle with our high interest credit card, because that was 20-30%, way too much. So we tackled that down first, and then got on the phone with different our hospital, our medical bills, things like that nature. We cut back on a lot of things. Actually, I can't even think of the top of the head right now, but it was so much that we cut back on to actually be able to save money, so we can have money to invest with and trade with and things of that nature.
Well, that's it, good people. Listen, there is a way. It doesn't matter how much debt you are in. It doesn't matter how much money you're making. You need to start somewhere. You need to start somewhere. He just walked up to me, and I'm so glad you did, because I want to know if I'm effective. And then if I'm not effective, then what am I doing, right?
Right.
And so as I travel the world abroad, especially here in the States, this is why I do what I do. Because wealth is for everyone.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And actually, I used to say in 2021, I used to say debt free is the new millionaire.
Right.
And so let's start there. Yes, we are creating generational wealth, but we got to get from under that debt, that back-breaking debt first. All right. So good talking to you. Hopefully this blesses somebody and helps someone.
Yes,
Thanks.
sir. Thank you.
All right. So there you have it, good people. Listen, you have to work on your debt. Get the debt down. Debt free is the new rich. And then continue to invest. This young man is 35. I'm saying young man. He's 35, right? Some of you are way older than that. What's your excuse? Some of you guys make way more money than him and his wife does. What is your excuse? You got to attack it, okay? Don't put new furniture in your house buying stocks and crypto, and your roof is leaking, meaning you got debt that is a greater percentage than your investments are yielding you, okay? So don't put new furniture in the house when your roof is leaking, okay? All right, good people. So listen, learn the right way. Come and join us. Coupon code LEARN, LEARN. Black Friday sale is going on right now with Stock Up You. And every single day we've been downloading new lessons to our brand new Options for Dummies chapter. It is a full chapter. We have over 30 lessons in this chapter that will teach you, and you. If you've never done options, this is the class that's going to teach you how to properly do it, how to get in and get out, take your money and run, and minimize your losses and minimize your risk. Okay, join us there. Stock Up You, top link below, and then come and join us in Money Moves so you can participate. We'll see you tomorrow. Live, love, laugh, and learn.